Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Leisha, the preacher. Okay. Yes, yes. We live during a time where it is clear that we serve two masters. We serve the Most High, Divine, the King of all kings, the Lord of all lords, the Almighty. We serve Him through our belief, and by faith, we continue to breathe, live, and be, have our being, move about, make decisions in our life accordingly, treat ourselves and others based on our belief in Him. Yet, the breath that we all share through air does not exist alone. That breath is clothed and wrapped in what we call flesh, a body. And this body is governed by the kings and lords on this earth. And these kings and lords, people that are over us, popes and kings and, governors and presidents and mayors and, councilmen and all these people, police and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They also own us too. And they make sure that no matter where we are, that we live according to their laws, their ways, and things. The relationship that the Most High have with these people, these leaders, is like a marriage. It's a type of marriage, and it is legal. Sometimes these leaders obey Most High, and sometimes they don't. Just like in our own individual homes, there's usually one adult that has the power and the authority to govern everyone else in the home. Sometimes two adults in the home. And they make the decisions together. And sometimes they're obeying Most High. Sometimes they're obeying the laws of the land, the leaders of the land. And sometimes the people, the adults, the parents in our home Sometimes they don't obey Most High. And sometimes they don't obey the laws of the land either. Either way, we as individuals must continue to believe and make decisions by faith, regardless to what our leadership decide to do. We still have the individual authority to obey Most High and follow the laws of the land to the best of our ability. And sometimes on our best days, you know, all that work out. And then we have those days when it just don't. And those are like our worst days. And it is like war when you're doing all you can and nothing is working out. It's really difficult to get from under that level of stress, discomfort, confusion, depression almost. When there's a conflict, like a war between your belief in Most High and the laws of the land. And there doesn't seem to be much relief, but you must continue as an individual under the discomfort of serving two masters. Sometimes you are almost hating one to love the other. Sometimes you're in the position where you just don't know what to do. It's a heavy cover, it's a heavy burden, but we shall endure. We shall continue to press by faith. That's where the faith part comes in. We're going to keep making decisions based on what we believe, even when the dust isn't clear. By faith, we're going to make certain decisions that we believe are right. By faith, while everything is just chaotic, while wars are being multiplied by the day, seems like, yes, there are negotiations on the table, but until things are finalized, it's just war zones everywhere, worldwide. I like to call it bricks being thrown in tariff attacks in response, you know? It's interesting. A lot of changes. And I know we're all guilt tripping each other with the F around and find out and, you know, guilt tripping each other on who voted for who. And that's why you're going through what you're going through and ha 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 and all that. And, you know, it's like we're in an environment where we're getting pleasure out of somebody else's pain to make ourselves feel better. Really? We're all under the same two masters. We're all going through the same thing no matter who voted for who. So it's really difficult to laugh at somebody else without laughing at yourself. Please click like, click the subscribe button, also the notification, share my videos. I have 5,500 videos on here, and there's a lot to discuss. Leave comments. Leave comments on my videos. My comments section is not open during my lives, but after the live is over, there's comments that can be made there. So there are probably a lot more changes coming as we move forward. A lot more changes. And, you know, whether we like it or not, we got to move with the changes. We got to stay swimming. We got to stay on top of the water. You know, we don't want to be pulled under. We have to, keep up with the current events, um, gut our own houses out, gut our own houses out. Yes, we need to clean our rooms, know what's in each room, eliminate stuff in our homes that don't need to be in our homes. Get rid of that stuff. Of course, keep what's needed. Absolutely. Who can afford to get rid of good stuff? Nobody. But stuff that's just clutter, taking up space, creating waste, get rid of that stuff. Stop holding on to things that no longer benefit anybody. So, you know, follow suit, basically. That's what leadership is all about. You know, I remember when I was a kid, we used to play a game called Simon Says. And whatever Simon says, you do. So, right now, our president, whether you like our president or not, and in your home, if you have parents, whether you like your parents or not, in your home, if you have a spouse, whether you like your spouse or not, follow the lead, follow suit. So, right now, our president It's cleaning house, going through each room, each department, each government branch, and is, spraying Lysol, sweeping, cleaning the windows, looking through the files, moving furniture around, you know, cleaning the rooms. Stuff that he wants to stay, stay. And the stuff that he wants to go is out. So each state need to do the same thing. Each state need to go through its own government and clean house. Each state. And then from there, each citizen go through your home. We don't even have to wait. Get going. We're we're headed into spring cleaning anyway. It's basically spring cleaning time. We're at the end of February, heading into March. Even if it's still a little snow outside, it's okay. Get the cleaning. Go through each room in your house. Know who in there. Know what's in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what they doing. You know, some people in your house probably can work. Some people in your home can't or shouldn't or whatever. But the ones that can, get them out there. You're the lead. You're the boss of your house. What you say go. You set the tone. So, yeah, in our households, we know which ones need to be working of our children. We know the ones that need to go to college. We know the ones that need to do whatever. We know which ones. And depending on, their readiness and stuff, you know, and their individual interests, we can lead them and guide them in their interest as well as what we believe is best for them too. There's ways to be creative with things like that. You know, like for example, if you have a child who's, you know, basically a C student, get D sometimes, you know, but yet they're just determined to go to college. You have to explain to them it would be wonderful if you go to college. But usually people that are C, D students don't go. So what can you do to improve your chances of even being considered? You know, that's just one little example. It may not be the best example, but it's just an example. It's not that you're telling your child no, you can't go, but you're putting the responsibility on them to earn their way there. Even if they have to start at the community college, what are the minimum requirements for even a community college? And then do you really want to go in at the minimum level? You know what I'm saying? You know? I mean, especially if the child believe they can do better and if you see the potential of them doing better. But if not, you can also steer that child in the direction to pick up some type of trade or skill on their journey to earn college level acceptance. So, you know, my 15-year-old grandson, he's what, in 10th grade right now. Um, he's likely to go to college. He's likely to go. But I'm encouraging him before he leaves high school to consider vocational school where he can pick up some type of, quick little certificate in something. You know, he's learned how to work, so he has a decent work ethic. We work as a family to make sure he get back and forth to work and, you know, understand what working means and, have a little bank account. He's learning how to, manage a little bank account and stuff. You know, just learning a kid, nothing heavy, just a little money, you know. But practice, this is practice time. So by the time he's 18 and maybe off to community college somewhere, you know, he'll have some wits to him. It won't be easy to end up in some type of, you know, fraud, bank fraud or something, just because he left home for 2 seconds. Now he's caught up in bank fraud. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things you have to teach your kids before they leave your home. So, whatever your lead is, I was raised that you don't bite the hand that feed you. Don't bite the hand that feed you. And there's a time and place for everything, a reason and a season. And most adults know whether you like your job or not, or want to be there or not. You be kind, you show up, you do your best, get your paycheck, and you go home. No matter what your job is. You do your best to get your sleep, be responsible, pay your bills, try not to owe any man, owe no government, and keep your belief intact by faith. Just know that if you continue to live a balanced life, being aware of your own good and your own evil ways, and keep balanced, maintain yourself, endure all the times, the good times and bad times in America. Endure it all. And teach your children to do the same. Teach your grandchildren how to keep swimming. Stay on the water. Don't get pulled under. Again, click like. Thank you for listening. I'm not monetized on social media anywhere at all. Um, If you want to donate to my channel, be a blessing to me. I'd appreciate it. I have PayPal only at this time, and my PayPal is Dr. Alicia the Preacher, just like on my channel. Thank you and be blessed.